Before we get started today, I would love to send a huge thank you to all of my new subscribers that come over from Homesteading Women, the Facebook group. It is such an honor to have you guys watching my channel, and I never even thought to share what I'm doing over here with you on that kind of platform. I do comment and I do ask questions, but I don't really want to be too, I don't know how to put it, ostentatious or overzealous in throwing my YouTube channel out there to you guys. I have a Facebook page and I have an Instagram. I love to take pictures. I don't get to take pictures often, but I do love it. But thank you guys for coming over and subscribing. When I looked this morning, I was at 235 subscribers, which is huge, and I so appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, guys. Sorry the camera's foggy. It's like 6:30, 6:40 this morning, and Haston and I, Haston, are out checking animals this morning. We do it most mornings, but I wanted to get a video out. It's supposed to rain today, and I really had nothing planned for the indoor stuff. That's why I wanted to get a video out today. I'm gonna go first over to the geese. I'm gonna scoot the chicken tractor over for them, and then when Wyatt comes outside, he'll feed and water them. I gotta let the Sue and Trooper back out also. I pinned them up yesterday because we had somebody coming over. He's back there behind me. But we'll get them out and loose again. They love to be loose. And I turned them loose because these two needed to learn some respect for chickens. And the best way to do that is on a chain. Believe it or not. I know a lot of people are vehement against having dogs on chains, but I'm telling you, it works. I know I haven't shown them recently, but they're getting huge, and they're still super friendly. We have 3 buffs and 1 gray, and they are better than any other animal. Like, chickens wait for you to move them so they can eat what they didn't eat out of the grain, and these guys don't even care about grain. They just want grass. And there's 5 Banny chickens in there. I need to get them out and start integrating them with our Banny chickens. Sorry if this is fuzzy. The fogged up lens is kind of giving me issues with focus. Aren't they just lovely though? And they're so friendly. We're supposed to be getting some much needed rain today, which is amazing. Matt also has Sunny back in the round pen so he can work with him some more. He's not doing any asphalt jobs currently, so he gets to mess with his colt. Haston! Haston! Come on! He's over there at the geese. Come on! Now he's gonna chase chickens. Come on! And we got a new little friend on the farm. And I'll take the camera over there and show you guys. I I bought her with the intentions of just, she's ours, but Matt's niece wants to show goats. So we bought a cute little commercial boar doeling for her to show. And we bought a bunch of gravel to actually go in the garden. That's a whole video in itself because that's a lot of gravel. And it's going to go in between all my beds all the way to the house. After we got to get some weed fabric first though. There she is. I call her Pearl. She's really soft and pretty. So I don't know what Audrey's gonna want to call her. But once the show season's over, she gets returned back to me, so she gets to live out her life here on the farm, making more cute little babies. Hasten, let me see your choppers. You're not going to show them your teefies? Horse, yeah. You like horses and tractors, huh? My friend, she lives up on a hill, and I gave her tomato plants, and she said her tomato plants look great. Mine all have curled leaves, which is probably from overspray because little did I know my husband sprayed Roundup right against the fence, which is, you know, 3 feet from my tomatoes. So, although I've had lots of blooms, I've not had but one tomato, and it rotted on the vine. So, I've just kind of decided that I'm going to rip them out. I'm going to put peas or beans there and call it good. There's a weird looking spider. I'm not going to touch it. So let me turn this around and I will show you guys the garden today. Here's what I'm talking about. There are some leaves that look okay, but all the ones up here, and there's blooms, so I almost don't want to do it, but they have done nothing and it is July. And it's starting to get super hot in Oklahoma. And with the heat, all of this will die out anyway. And see, like these, there is some leaf curl, but look at all of the buds that have tiny tomatoes underneath them. And these are cherries, and there's lots of weeds in here. It just got away from me, because I had other things I was having to do. And there's some that's, the blooms just rotted right there. I don't know what causes that. But all these, I'm going to burn them. I'm not going to put them in compost or anything, because I don't know what it is. And I don't think it's my soil. I think it is mostly from herbicide overspray. But the disease part, I have no idea where that comes from. But it looks like it's pretty isolated per plant, because like this one has it. But these three that lean on each other aren't quite so significantly hurt by it. And my squash, guys, y'all would be disappointed to know that I lost 2 squash here and 2 squash on that end. Which I already pulled all the corn out, and y'all already knew that disappointment. And squash bugs just, I tried everything. I plucked them off, and they were just overrunning me. So I 7-dusted. And I 7-dusted really heavy, and it got rid of them. As you see, I haven't lost zucchini yet. They're still doing pretty good. I've got some okra to pick today, and my okra is doing amazing because it is now almost hip high on me. But and you know, these here, my eggplants, they look pretty pitiful. And that's why I ended up with zucchini, was because I planted them. I thought my eggplants were going to die. But there's like 4 little eggplants under this one. And when they get bigger, I'll harvest them and eat them. Had 5 little cabbages that were about hand size. So it wasn't a total loss on the cabbages either. And we've already ate them, which my expectations versus reality video was going to be about cabbages. But the only thing I guess I can really grow is peppers. I'm not too worried about it. I'm letting these guys turn red on the vine. And I did have some blossom end rot, but now I've got it taken care of. Look how big that one is. And these are not jalapenos, which are the heatless jalapenos. And I really, really like them. We ate some as jalapeno poppers, and they were amazing. So, about expectations versus reality. Like, I had expectations of a good harvest out of this garden. Although I've gotten quite a few squash and zucchini and peppers and okra. That's it. I haven't gotten hardly anything else out. And I got some cherry tomatoes. But I was asked early on if I would have extra vegetables to perhaps use at a fruit stand. Yeah. I had plenty of tomato plants planted, and peppers, and squash, and okra. I should have had enough to share, but I didn't. And my expectation was all these vegetables, more than I could handle, but in reality, I'm going to have to buy tomatoes for salsa if I make salsa this year. And I'm going to have to buy beans because my beans didn't produce. But there is a second thing to that, because when I remove these tomato plants behind me, I can plant beans and peas. And that opens up a whole new area for me because, one, I didn't grow beans and peas in the spring, but I can do it in the fall. And two, I can have new growth from beds that, you know, by the end of August, their plants are going to be spent. Like my little tiny tom tomatoes, they were already done. Now, I'm picking the last of the tomatoes off of them, and then I'm going to pull them out of their pots. But they exceeded expectation. They produce a lot more than I thought those little 8-inch stems could handle. And they would be a really great patio tomato for somebody who is in town and doesn't have a lot of room. Sorry, the tractor's running underneath me here. But what I'm saying is everything has a season, and every season takes place when it's designed. It is not up to us to know what's going to thrive and what's not, obviously. Next year, I'll do some things differently, and oh, sorry baby. I've learned from what happened. So I'm going from not having any tomatoes that I can use for salsa or slicing or canning to I'm going to have beans and peas, hopefully, God willing, that I can supply, and put up for my family. I love fresh green beans. I love fresh green beans. And it's going to work out because I'm going to have this bed is going to be mostly empty. The bed over in the corner is going to be totally empty. And then next year, I will have a 16-foot bed in this open space right here in the garden. He's digging in my compost right now. I will have the 16-foot bed here that I can plant all of my tomatoes in and figure out what I did wrong. But this bed here is going to be optional for tomatoes anyway, because they're going to get full sun from east to west. Not half a day sun because of the house, and they're going to get full exposure because how the sun travels over. It's kind of awesome. Pick her some grass. Oh, you're going to give her dirt? I'm sure she appreciates the dirt too. also, if you're wondering why she's still in this pen, but there's other pigs in with goats, me and Matt talked about it. We were going to put her in there, but we think she would be a lot worse on the goats, or a lot rougher on the goats, because she's pretty rough on us. Not that she's mean, she's not mean at all, but she does push on us and root on us, and Matt was worried that she would hurt one of the goats. So to avoid a vet bill, she still is staying over here. But whenever the other pig goes, if he goes, she'll have our pig we're keeping is going to go in the same pen as her. Hopefully I'm going to get some 16-foot hog panels soon, and we're going to build him a big pen in the woods and let him just tear all the roots up, you know, all that good stuff. Well, the only thing I haven't updated you guys on is a project of Wyatt's, sort of. But we'll get to that in another video. I feel like this video has gotten pretty long. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for all of your support, your comments, your likes. We appreciate it all. If you haven't subscribed to us yet, please do so. It really helps me out. And hit the thumbs up, because that also helps me out. Thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. We'll see you soon. God bless.